didn't see you come in. Welcome to Maverick Sailing. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I know normally my videos have all been about the sailboat and the stuff I've been working on it. Today I'm going to start my open water scuba diving certificate, and I've already done the online learning part of it through Patty, and we're heading over to Deep Six Dive Shop, and that's where we'll be doing the rest of the studying and the diving part. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, and hopefully I'll be able to get some video and you guys will be able to kind of see what the process is to get your dive certificate.
Material, one being rubber, a little flat spot, one being a piece of metal, and I'm pulling the two pieces apart. After, you guys ever slept on a piece of coral before? When you woke up, what your face looked like? Had the wrinkles in, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine a soft piece of rubber with a sharp, round object pressing against it 24/7. What's that rubber? What's going to happen eventually with a spring pushing against it? It's going to indent, right? So if I pull these two pieces apart violently by pushing that purge button like that, and let it go, if I don't hit right back in that same groove, what's going to happen? If I'm off the groove. Right. It's going to have two violes someplace, and it's going to sound like this. Right? And that's when you see people going, and what are they doing? They don't know it, but they're trying to knock that thing back into a spot. Under pressure, it never happens. Because you get all the air pressure pushing on there, it's not going to go back. You turn them off sometimes and happen. That sometimes work, but yeah, that's what's happening. And you don't go through the water going, yeah. Right? You're going to do what? When you breathe on it, all you're doing is pulling the two very small apart, and it goes right back together. So how do you think you want to check to make sure it works? Like the way you breathe in it. So just put it in your mouth and go, blow first, make sure no bugs in it, and then breathe. Now these are all new, so they breathe fairly easy. Normally the alternates are detuned. You know what we mean by detuned? We make them breathe a little heavier, so every time you jump in the water with it, it's not in your mouth, that it doesn't start free flowing. So free flows, we'd have to have stopper, but when they go through their next checkup, I'll be detuning them to make sure they're not so easy to breathe. All right, so now that we have this in our hands, we don't have these things flop around the reef, right? Mm-hmm. Fold it in U, so the second stage is on the end, like that. And this goes into the exit hole on the opposite side, where your gauges come out of. There's a little hole right there. Right there. Nope. You have to be right there, yeah. Now the really cool part about what we just did, yeah, you want that one. And you want the hoses the other way. This is an easy factor or harder factor. Right, flip the hoses around too. Yeah, exactly. And again, there's no right or wrong, so I'm going to show you easier or harder. I discovered, when we're in this PCD for 3 years, that if I have my second stage like that, and I hit the water somehow or another, with the hose being pointed upward, so the mouthpiece is pointing up, the diaphragm being down like that, that it hits the water tides and starts free flowing. And then of course it's hard to find it and not do this. Okay, I've just found if I have it that direction, when it hits the water, the air doesn't tend to blow sideways. So it keeps it from free flowing. Secondly, in the old school days when we used to hand out octopus to our buddies, because it was on a clip, it was clipped to us, and it looked like rainbows walking around with these hoses sticking out like this. You had to, if you hand it to them under your arm, the hose only went that far. If you pulled it over your shoulder, it went a little bit farther. And people panicking, they want their personal space to be what? They want a bigger bubble. If you put them in your face, they're going to be clawing at you. So over your shoulder gave you a little bit more elbow room, that the way they can be a little bit more relaxed, right? So with this system like this, you notice it's very clean. We don't have hoses sticking out like this, so you can go through areas where people get tangled up. And there's dive boats that we use that have pipes sticking up off the back, which are great for climbing out of the boat. But as you're running off the back of the boat to get off, and you have these rainbow hoses, I can tell you more times than twice that I've seen hoses get caught as people go by. And of course, as it rips off, it either breaks here or it breaks here, and now the hose is broken and blowing air, and then the person can't go down or whatever. Okay, so this is a very clean system. Also, when your buddy says they're low in the air and you want to hand it to them, guess what? It goes straight out to them. It's already over your shoulder. This is really, really simple. So that's what we do. And we put it away while we got it in our hands to be the best of motion. You're not wasting the motion by having to dropping it and redoing it, right? Okay. Last one before the regulators. Same thing, you want to check this, blow into it first. And the way I do it, because I like to put my mouthpiece, I'll pull them back like that. Now the honking sound you hear, they're trying to make regulators breathe easier every year. And so what they've done is that rubber, that diaphragm right here, they've got that rubber so flimsy now to make it breathe easier that out of the water it's doing this. But in the water, what's touching it? The water pressure, and you won't get that. I have a $1,000 regulator. Mine sounds like a horn out of the water. Matter of fact, when I'm getting on the boat, I'll put my face underwater just so when I have my head up, it goes, you know. But it breathes really, really easy. But what you're hearing, there's that little vibration in the diaphragm. Okay? So we're going to be using this one so we don't have to stow it away, right? It just kind of hangs right there. What have we not checked yet? Huh? Exactly. So I told you guys, these guys, the old power bladers on the shoulders were a really pain in the butt. They were hard to inflate and hard to get to neutralize. These are awesome. A little touch, just a little touch puts a lot of air in there. So you just do little touches. Now what I want to do now, this is one of the failing points of a BCD. Only thing in here is the same thing as, you guys got water in here. The only thing in there is a Schrader valve. You know what guys know what Schrader valves are? You know what's inside your bicycle tire, what's in your car tire that keeps the air from leaking out? That's called a Schrader valve. That's in here. They're not made for salt water, and so they fail. And usually when they fail, they start leaking air. We're going to learn in the pool today and tomorrow that if it starts leaking, we're not going to ruin our dive over it. We're just going to disconnect it and go to an oil inflator. And you guys will learn how to oil inflate your BCD. That way you can keep on diving, right? Because once you get neutral, you're neutral. Pretty good. Don't have to worry about air now. It's going to be getting air out. And with that disconnected, guess what still works? It still dumps air. It just doesn't, you can't put air in. Make sense? All right. So, real small input. Next thing you want to check is make sure there's an overinflation valve so you can't make the tank BCD blow up. This guy here and that guy over there are overinflation valves. So, if I get too much air, you hear that. And if I'm probably in the water, it's going to probably leak out this one first. Okay. So once you got them sold, that's all. We're losing a lot of air here, guys. We're not breathing in. Once you check that, the next thing is dump it down, make it easier to work on.
Well, folks, this was the first day of diving. We did the pool dives, as you saw in the video. Tomorrow we got some more skills to do in the dive pool. And then we'll be going to a lake to begin our open water diving. And so it was quite an adventure. I'm still learning how to breathe more continuously underwater. It's a challenge because at times I feel like I'm barely even breathing at all in order to stay underwater. So I'm still learning. But I'm getting there. It's been fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It'll be a little bit before I actually get it edited and uploaded. So we'll see when that happens. Because like today's July 3rd, so it may be next week or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, well, if you enjoyed it, click like and subscribe. Are you guys still here? Watch the next video and like and subscribe my channel.